test cases can be a guide to kick off the test execution, but there are certain dangerous side effects when the test engineers use only the test cases as a guide for test execution. Through this presentation, I would be taking you through the thoughts whether test cases are useful or not. Primarily, the thoughts in favor of test cases. Structured approach for test execution. A test case document mentions about the purpose of the test case, preparation steps, execution steps, and checks. This would help the tester to follow a well-defined path or a direction for testing rather than testing the product randomly. Functional expertise. Usage of the test case during test execution would help the tester to know the expected functionality. On the other hand, if a tester is testing the product without using a test case, the tester might end up reporting an incorrect issue. On top of this, when the tester is testing the application using the test cases quite frequently, there is a possibility to improve the tester's knowledge on the product. Traceability. For a quality manager, the test cases are useful to track whether a set of specification requirements are under the test scope. This means during a test planning, a QA manager would rely on the test cases to ensure that all the requirements are being tested as planned, and this would be a reference for test scope. Test cases acts as a bridge between a developer and a tester. During a defect analysis, developer is assured that the tester has tested the application as mentioned in the test case and hence identified an issue. Test cases acts as a blueprint for automation development. Test cases will help the test team to decide which are the common scenarios that can be automated for the regression testing to ensure that required basic functionalities are working. So these were some of the thoughts which were in favor of the test cases. Let's look at the thoughts which are against test cases. Rapid requirement changes resulting in outdated test cases. Most often, specification requirement would change as per the customer change request, and existing test cases will be outdated if the changes are not informed to the test team. As a result, the testers would report the issues with respect to the old requirement, and this would yield to reporting an incorrect issue. Test cases are not effective always. Authoring an effective test case suite for a requirement or a functionality depends on the skill of the person and the usage of the techniques to apply the different dimensions for test execution. Test cases can create confusion. Confusion in understanding the test case during test execution when a different person has authored the test case. Test cases which are not reviewed properly can also lead to confusion. Together, this would lead to testing the product as per tester's assumption and reporting an incorrect defect. Test cases might not be useful during regression test. Test cases are not useful during regression test execution if the right test strategy is not used and if the right test cases are not selected for test execution. So, the test cases are not useful unless there is an analysis on the code changes and the application of the creative test strategy or test technique. Test cases restrict the out-of-box thinking. Test cases will kill the creativity of a person during the test execution, limiting the tester to test as per the test case. And the test engineer will not think beyond the specification requirement and would not test the product as per the customer usage. And not all bugs can be discovered through just following the test case. For example, design issues cannot be identified if the product is tested as per the test case.